digital freelancing, not just as a side gig, but as a real path to building a career that gives you both security and freedom, especially now when the old rules of work just don't seem to apply anymore. So let's get right into it.
So, let's just start with the question that's probably on a lot of our minds. In a world that's changing this fast, that whole idea of a job for life, wow, it kind of feels like a story from another time, doesn't it? Are you ever worried about the future of your role?
Or hey, maybe it's not even about risk. Maybe it's about feeling stuck. You know that feeling? Like you're not really growing, your industry is moving on without you, and the path ahead just looks blurry. It's a really common feeling, and it's a huge sign that it might be time for a change. And really, when you boil it all down, it comes back to this, right? The simple desire for financial safety, for that peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a reliable source of income. If any of that sounds familiar, then you are in exactly the right place. Okay, so let's get to the heart of the matter. In this first part, we're going to explore why this whole concept of a stable, quote unquote, real job has been completely flipped on its head. You know, it really wasn't that long ago that being a freelancer was seen as, well, basically being unemployed. The smart, respected path was the 9 to 5, but the world has done a complete 180. Now, those so-called real jobs are often the most fragile, filled with pressure and that constant fear of layoffs.
This quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. So many of us learn this lesson the hard way. Those safety nets we thought we had from our companies, even from the government, they're just not guaranteed. The responsibility has shifted. It's on us now to build our own security. Self-reliance, that's the new job security. All right, so we've kind of framed the problem, which can feel a little heavy, so let's pivot to the solution. How do we actually build that self-reliance in a smart, practical way? And this is exactly where digital freelancing comes into play. Think about it. It's a direct answer to all those anxieties we just talked about. Instead of one boss, you have multiple clients, which means you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You can scale your work up or down, you can work from anywhere, and you're constantly learning new skills that make you more valuable. You are the one in control. I absolutely love this metaphor. Thinking of your freelance career as a runway is such a powerful mindset shift. This isn't about some crazy leap of faith, quitting your job tomorrow to launch a startup. No. It's about building a launch pad, a safe place where you can build up speed, skills, and of course, income before you decide to take that big leap. Now, before we get into the right way to start, we have to talk about the wrong ways. It's so important to identify these popular paths that honestly often lead nowhere. Let's just quickly debunk a few of these, shall we? First on the list, the social media influencer. It looks glamorous, for sure. It's great for getting famous. But as a dependable source of income, it's an incredibly crowded space. And for most people, it's just not a reliable way to pay the bills. It's a brand tool, not a career to start with. Next up, day trading. It's so easy to get pulled in by those promises of quick, easy money. But let's be super clear here. The stock market is an amazing tool for long-term investment. It is not a reliable way to make your weekly paycheck. And finally, this one. The temptation to just skip the hard work and become a coach or a guru. Here's the thing. You can't teach what you haven't done. Real, valuable mentorship comes from real-world experience. You gotta earn your stripes first, and freelancing is how you do that. Okay, we've cleared away the distractions. So now let's focus on the right way to get started. Let's look at the top, high-demand skills that you can offer as a digital freelancer right now. The magic word here is stackable. I want you to think about these skills like building blocks. You don't have to master all of them at once. You start with a solid foundation, like content creation, and then you add layers on top, like traffic generation and sales. Each new skill you stack makes you so much more valuable. Everything online starts with content, and writing for other people, as a copywriter or a ghostwriter, is the perfect way in. It's probably the fastest way to get good at your craft and build a real portfolio that shows people what you can do. So, you've got great content. Now what? You need people to actually see it. Traffic generation is a skill that literally every single business on this planet needs. Whether you specialize in SEO, social media, or paid ads, helping a business get more visitors is a service they will happily pay you for. But here's the thing. Traffic and leads are totally useless if they don't turn into actual revenue, right? This is where sales comes in, to close that loop. Learning how to ethically and effectively turn a curious visitor into a happy customer, Well, that might just be the most valuable skill of all.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? These aren't just nice to have skills on your resume, they are the fundamental, absolutely non negotiable pillars of any successful independent career. If you want to build real wealth, you have to master these. So, once you have these skills in your toolkit, what does the long term journey actually look like? Let's zoom out and take a look at the blueprint for achieving true career freedom.
Okay, this is the Mass Trust Blueprint, and it's a really powerful roadmap. It all starts when you learn a high value skill. But the key is the second step work. This is your freelancing phase, where you're applying that skill for clients and getting real world results. Once you've got that experience, you can start to blog about it to build your reputation. Then you can leverage that into higher paying consulting and mentoring. And who knows, maybe even launch your own startup. But you see, freelancing is the engine that powers this entire journey.
And here's the best part of this whole thing. You do not have to take some terrifying all or nothing leap of faith. You start this as a side hustle. The goal is super simple and clear. Try to make at least 30% of your current salary on the side. Once you hit that number, you've proven the model, you've got the confidence, then you can take the next step. So we end up right back where we started, with that runway metaphor. The opportunity to build your own security, to carve your own path, it's right there in front of you. Your runway is clear. So the only question left is, are you ready for takeoff?